The best safety in free agency. How does that feel, X Factor Xavier McKinney?
It feels good. It's an honor. Obviously, it's a lot of talent, but it's definitely an honor to be, mentioned with these guys and, be a top guy. So should be pretty fun.
What's your, how's that feeling to be a free agent? How are you handling that?
It's different because obviously this is my first time going through this whole process. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day, step by step, learning the ropes, asking, other people that I know that's kind of been in this similar situation of how it works and how it goes, and just kind of learn some things as I go. And that's all I could really do.
I thought when they said that they weren't going to tag Saquon, they were coming right to you. Did you think they would tag you?
I really didn't know, what the plan was as far as what they wanted to do. I know that it was something that could have happened, but, obviously, it didn't. So I'm kind of grateful that it did it. But, yeah.
Okay, well, I know you love the Giants franchise. I know the Giants franchise loves you. These fans love you. They want you back. You want to be a Giant, I'm sure, unless you tell me otherwise. There's still a couple days to get a deal done. Where are you in the process?
Well, obviously we've had talks, and we're trying to figure something out. But I'm just pretty much being as open as I can. I'm trying to figure out. Obviously, I've expressed it as much as I can if I wanted to be back, but ultimately it's not really my all up to me. So it's something that we both had to come to a mutual agreement, and like I said, hopefully we can get something done. But if not, I understand it's business, so just kind of gotta see it that way and take it like that way.
If the Giants bring something to the table in the next day or two, do you think, based off all the advice that you're very smart to go get advice from people who've been through it before, I can't imagine the situation. Do you think though, even if they gave you an offer, a deal that you kind of liked, would you still go explore free agency? Is that sort of where your head is?
Well, it obviously it has to make sense.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing for me. I do, I've expressed that I wanted to be there, and I do want to be there. I do want to be a Giant, but obviously at the end of the day, it still has to make sense. The money has to make sense, and, everything else pretty much has to make sense. So, like I said, we've been talking and in communication and trying to figure it out as best we can. So, hopefully it can get done, but like I said, I can only control what I can control, and see what happens really.
People are like, okay, well, how much money makes sense? On YouTube, people are saying, we need you in New England. People are saying a lot of teams will want your services, so I hope you get wined and dined. At least go take the dinners, right? Eat the caviar, the surf and turf, steak and lobster.
I need something.
Let these teams wine and dine you. What we should talk about is what an insane player you have been. You were one of only 3 other dudes to play every single defensive snap. You had the 4th highest PFF grade. That's important. Among all safeties in the NFL. You're also 2-time captain of that Giants defense. What makes you, let's just I'm hyping you up, hype yourself up. You are the best free agent on the market right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, my play, I'm able to do, I'm very versatile. I think a lot of guys are just good at doing one thing. But I've proven and I've shown that I can do, I can play the deep part of the field. I can play half of the field, quarters coverage. I can blitz. I'm able to play man-to-man. I'm able to play zone. I can play in the slot. I can guard your best tight end. So, I could do, pretty much everything. And I've shown that with my play and my production. So that's why I think, I'm the best safety in this free agency. I think that's why I'm, one of the best in the league. And my numbers have shown it. And, yeah, I think that's just kind of what it is, especially now that it's becoming such a passing league. And, obviously the talent is getting a lot better. The receivers are getting a lot better. Tight ends are getting better. The quarterbacks are getting better. Everybody's getting smarter. And I just think you need, young, very productive safeties that can play at all levels and are not just kind of boxed in to being able to play only one scheme. I think I can do, and I've shown that I can play in a lot of different schemes and make it work.
Do you think you're still getting better? Because I was looking at your stuff this morning. Like what, people they're at their peak or whatever. Last 2 seasons, everything you're saying and more. Your improvements, I mean, you're supporting the run. We're talking underneath zone coverage as a blitzer. I mean, you took being a deep safety to another level. Is there another level to Xavier McKinney?
For sure. I think even if you look at my career now, just with like some injuries that I've had, like I really haven't even played a full 4 seasons. I've only really played 2 seasons, and one of those 2 seasons, the first 3 or 4 games, I was splitting reps. So if you just look at my career so far and like how much I've played, there's still so much more that I have, and I tell people this all the time, like I haven't even scratched the surface of who I am as a player. And I think I've just continued to grow and get better. And I think it's just going to be, it's going to keep getting better from here, and the sky's the limit. I honestly believe that.
I believe you. And I think the leadership is really attractive to some of these teams. Of course, to the Giants, who know what you're made of. But 2-time captain, I don't think you get enough credit for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that I don't get enough credit for. But that's that. I try to.
No, I want to know, what don't you get enough credit? Listen, I talked about your blitzing. You're saying, like, what is the thing that you're like, why don't I get more love for this?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just think I think there's a lot of things that people don't see. The outside, when you're inside the building, obviously. There's people inside the building that see it, but a lot of things that aren't seen, and a lot of ways that I've just led by example. I've led with my voice in different situations, just making sure that to put everyone before me. That's also something that I pride myself on in doing, but. I don't know. I think there's just a lot of things that I don't get credit for, but it is what it is. I just try to keep going out there and performing and, trying to help my team ultimately win. That's really it.
People aren't giving you credit, and then they're also putting up bad pictures of you on their stupid Twitter. Let's show some good pictures, because listen, if this doesn't work out with you, let's not show. Why are we showing this awful picture? Get this out of here. I want to talk about Milan Fashion Week. I don't know why we're showing that. Yeah, these are the ones I want to talk about. Listen, I don't think you get enough credit for being one of the better dressed players in the NFL right now. How was Milan?
Man, it was great. I loved it. It was like a miniature New York. It was smaller, but it was still a lot of people. It was a thing of everybody's kind of doing stuff pretty much all day, all throughout the day, all throughout the night. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a different culture and atmosphere.
I bet.
But it was fun. The food was amazing. Everything that I pretty much ate there was fantastic. And then obviously the fashion part of it was great. The venues were great. People were polite, were nice, and I had a really good time there for sure.
I went to Milan for my first time this past summer. I couldn't believe how big it was. Like, it is an overwhelming, legit, huge city. I got lost a bunch of times. I couldn't believe it, but it was amazing.
No, it's definitely amazing for sure. I'll definitely be back at some point. Just
not now, though, because you got business.
Not now.
All these Giants fans are like, stop talking about stuff that isn't what's going on. So here's the thing. It's a business, all that, but you know the tweet you put out did some things into the universe, especially in New York.
I feel like every tweet that I've made, like everybody's trying to make it out of something, and I'm just like, damn, I'm just trying to tweet. Like, to be honest, like So like I haven't been on Twitter in so long. Yeah. So it's crazy. I was just talking about I was talking with some of my boys yesterday. But I wasn't even thinking nothing when I tweeted. Like I was listening to a song and then like I literally tweeted it, and then that's what it was. And then I started seeing everybody like commenting different stuff about, oh, this team, this team, this team. I'm like, it wasn't even about that, but I guess y'all take it how y'all
Let
want
me
to
see that
take
tweet
it.
again. I think you're lying. There's no way that you did it. You knew what you were doing. Starting to see this life shit from a bird's view. What did you mean by this?
So I was listening to Nipsey Hussle in
Okay.
the car. I was driving back from somewhere in the city in Atlanta. But yeah, I was just I listen to music a lot. I love music. And, I was just listening to the lyric, and I like the lyric, and that's really all it was. Obviously, I like Nipsey Hussle too. So that's really all it was. It wasn't nothing behind it. I know everybody's trying to like, anything that I say right now is like assumption of something. So it's fun though. It's all fun.
Yeah.
And I love seeing it. I think it's funny, and I take it light. I take
It's
it
all
very,
fun
very
and
light.
games, though, Xavier, until that bird thing means you're going to be an eagle who are in need of a safety. Could you see yourself? Listen, you're wearing all the clothes in Milan. Could you ever see yourself rocking that Eagles jersey?
Mm. Nah, I honestly, man, I really, I'm big for the Giants right now. That's where I want to be. But like I said, if something can't get done, then like obviously I gotta weigh my other options and see what else is a better or best situation for me out there. So
Okay, well, the
but I
Eagles,
really,
you can never say you like the Eagles. What about the Seahawks? I'm looking at Jamal Adams. He's gone. Quadre Diggs.
it's crazy. I was just texting with Quandre not too long ago. So but yeah, like I said, I really am. I really want to be a Giant. I think that's what it is. That's what it's been. I've expressed that as much as I can, but like I said, a lot of this stuff is not even in my hands. If I could, choose, I would have been just pick them, but I can't. Obviously, it don't work like that. So, hopefully, we can, figure something out. But if not, just gotta figure out what the next step is.
It sounds like you're confident what's your confidence that something will get done with the Giants?
Yeah, I'm telling you, if I knew, like I wouldn't be afraid to say it, but I really don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on with just kind of the league in general with the whole safety thing and everybody's getting released. It's kind of mind-boggling to me a little bit, especially seeing what the league is turning into as far as it being a passing league. So just kind of seeing these DBs the past couple of days just get released. The star, DB, star safety, star corners, guys that are just getting released is kind of ridiculous to me. But we'll see, what happens.
Xavier, over $100 million in safety contracts were released this week. $100 million in safety contracts. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. No, it is for sure. Like I said, I think I don't really know what's going on, but it doesn't really make sense that I think right now is you need a star safety. You need a guy that can go out there and cover these receivers and these tight ends. So it's gonna be interesting, but like I said, I think for me, as far as where I'm at mentally, regardless of who's in that bracket, I do believe that I am the best one out of all of these guys. I think I provide a lot as far as my production and how I play and all of what I'm able to do as far as covering, tackling, playing the deep part of the field. It's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of safeties that you can find that are like me. So I truly believe that, and I think my play has shown that. And if you turn on the tape, it's clear that, and you can see that. So
well, the thing about the guys that were released is they're veteran guys. You're the young star of the group, but also if I'm you, I'm thinking, I got to get my bag right now because look at what they're doing to these older guys that are so good, that I love, that I respect, that I watch their tape, that I like revere at the position. So it kind of works on you in an okay way because you're in a good spot. You are the star of the group. You are the most talented with the most to offer. But you have to get yours now, and I hope that you do, and you deserve it. I'm just going to put this out there. You don't have to answer this or anything, but like another team that I like for you, the Packers, because Jeff Hafley loves himself a versatile safety. It just so happens. I mean, have you talked to your the new pass game coordinator who happens to be your former DB coach at Alabama?
Nah, I haven't talked to him. It's been a while since I talked to him. Actually, I talked to him when he was with the Chargers. This was like a couple years ago. But that was when we played. We went out there and played them, and I talked to him out on the field. But I haven't talked to him outside of that. But I did see that he was over. So I actually didn't even know that he was there. I thought he was still with the Chargers. So when I actually saw that news and heard that news, I was kind of intrigued a little bit because I had no clue that he was there. So
yeah, we're talking about Derek Ansley, of course. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah.
I just want to say I wish you the best of luck. You have so much to offer. You're going to absolutely crush it, and we haven't even seen what you can do on an NFL field. So whether it's with Saquon and Daniel Jones or with whoever at any team, we are fans of you, and we look forward to it. And just know that Giants fans are losing their actual minds about you potentially not being there.
Shout out to the Giants fans, man. Shout out to the Giants fans. They always have my back, so I definitely respect and I love them. So I appreciate that.
They do, Xavier. We appreciate you, Xavier McKinney, joining an NFL team or staying in place in New York. We'll find out what happens, and please come visit us again this season.
Oh, yeah, we'll do. We'll do.
Thank you, Xavier.